So in this video, we'll be covering some of the more intermediate features that Fliplet has to offer. You've gone through the beginner guide to Fliplet so far, and you should be able to create kind of a skeleton of an app. But in this video, we'll be covering some options that are a little bit more robust and enable you to kind of customize an app and make it really functional, which is, what makes your app stand out ultimately. So today we'll be covering the list from data source examples that we have available. So as you can see, we're using the event app template. The reason for this is because there are a few LFDs already in this template that exist, such as the attendees and the live photo feed here. So we'll be able to take a look at those in greater detail and in comparison to the custom LFDs that you can add to each of your apps individually. So something that doesn't come with a template, basically. So there are three types of LFDs. First of all, we have the small expandable cards, which are best for whether you have a contact list, you want to have an attendees list for the attendees at your event, just so people can learn more about each other or, add each other on LinkedIn, really whatever you're looking to do. And there's actually two options for this list. There's a horizontal list, which you can see right up at the top here, and there's a vertical list. Most people use the vertical list for the greater list of attendees. So, if you have 200-300 people coming to your event, and the list up at the top for featured guests or speakers at the event. It's up to you. You can completely customize it. You don't have to have either or, but whatever is best for your configuration is whatever you would want to use. So there's different options with this, of course, including filtering, searching, and you can configure all of these, but we'll go over that in a different video. The second option for a list from a data source would be the Newsfeed. So I'll open that up for you. Again, there are two options. So you can see the first option with the large cards here with the images. So you can like them, you can save them, and by clicking on each card, it would expand into the Newsfeed article that's featured. And then the second one down here is more of a kind of rich text list view. So it would be more like a traditional news feed. So again, it's up to your preferences and what works best with the style of your app that you're creating. And the final list from data source we have available is the agenda option. There's only one option for the agenda, which is this. And you can see that the events are on little cards here. You can skip from day to day depending on how long your event is specifically. And you can also save items to your own personal agenda. So that's pretty cool. And as I mentioned, I'm using the event app template. So there's a few pre-configured and more custom LFDs here already, such as the attendees LFD, which I'll show you right now really quickly. So you can see it looks a little bit different from the other list that we were taking a look at. This is completely custom for this event app template. If you want to use this list, go ahead and start working from the event app template, but otherwise, what you're going to do for your attendees is use LFD number 1, the small expandable cards. So we'll take a look in greater detail on each of those LFD options and do a separate video for each so you can learn how to create each feature. See you then.